Well, we got us a new project. It's really hot today. Don't even care. I got this to look at and all the cool parts that come with it that we're going to install and then tune. You can flip you around here. Right, so back out. 2010 Chevrolet Corvette C6. Has a built LS3 in it. Do not believe that it is stroked or anything. This is a Grand Sport. So it has dry sump oiling, which is really cool. I kind of want to incorporate that maybe on my next build, so I don't have to worry about oil starvation. But this is the tank here. And I'm not sure how the scavenging works. I'm guessing probably the oil pump probably scavenges and then pumps it up into the tank. Something along those lines, but we're gonna put the Procharger back on this car. He sold it and ended up buying it back. It's a F1R, and he got the party pulley, 1200 horsepower party pulley. He got the A&A kit. When he had the Procharger on it before, it kept eating up belts, and I imagine it probably had some kind of an alignment issue, but this time we're going to go with A&A. See if I can find a good, there it is, A&A. From the forums, they say that's a pretty good kit, so we're going to go with that one. He also got a really cool alignment tool. Just lay it on the ridges, kind of like that. And you can shine it down. Got a laser on it. Shine it down towards the other pulleys. I'll show it later, but it's should help with the alignment. Got some 2-inch primaries on these Cook's headers. And I go to a 3-inch here, and that's the X pipe and all the goodies in there. I really like these bolts. These are neat. So you got the bolt, and you got the little tabs that lock onto there. And I'm guessing there's a little E-clips in there, snap ring E-clips that go on the bolt to hold this little triangle piece on there so it doesn't back off. Anybody that's ever installed headers, they know how them bolts like to back off. And you got some miscellaneous gaskets, water pump bolts. Let's go over here. Got a bunch of good new parts. We're gonna go with a regular throttle body instead of the electronic. Got the Holley Dominator. And the harness, digital dash. A bunch of little parts for the, I think that's that's an NTK O2 sensor there. Innovators West pulley. It's a 10 rib. And we're going to upgrade the valve train a little bit with some Johnson lifters. Got the upgrade kit for the trunnions. And some new buckets, new head gaskets. So we got some work to do on this thing. We're trying to think how I want to do this, because I'd like to get all this stuff out of the way. Like I'm going to pull the engine out because it's just going to be way easier rather than leaning over these nice fenders and scratching them all up. I'm just going to pull the motor out, and I believe I am going to pull the rest of it out too, because I need to look at the fuel tanks, since it's got a fuel tank on this side and on the passenger side. I need to figure out what the resistance is on the float level sensor, because that'll be all transmitted to the new screen, the new dash. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do some research. Actually, I'll probably just do some testing, see if the BCM will still work without the stock ECM in it. But it's not going to be a big deal if I got to leave it in, the stock ECM. Only thing I'm worried about is like the door. There's no handles here. It's just a little electronic push button in there. So the body control module will control all that stuff, along with the windows. You know, the windows kind of go boop. They just go down about 1/4 inch when you open the door, and then when you shut them, they go up. So we still want all that stuff to still work. We'll still have speed because we'll have a sensor on the transmission. I'm not sure if this is a TR6060 or if it's a T56, 2010. But it's a 6-speed manual, either way. And what else is there? I'm gonna put some slicks on it. Ooh, look at that, still got my sticker. Little B18 header I did. Well, just extended it. Just the little parts there. He wanted the turbo in a different spot, so just extended this one here, that one, and this one over there. But anyways, back to the project at hand. I'm gonna get this thing up in the air and get started. Alright, we got an empty engine bay. All those wires will all get cleaned up once we get the Dominator in there. I'll probably be grafting a lot of the factory stuff in with the Dominator. Obviously like the fuel pump and all that stuff that's in there, but yeah, it's out, transmission's out, engine's out. I got the engine tore down. We're going to be putting those Johnson lifters in here, so heads have to come off. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. This engine does not have a whole lot of miles on it from when it was built. Head gaskets look great. Heads look good. Everything's happy. That one might have been a little bit rich right there, but no biggie. We're getting new injectors too, so everything's looking happy. Gotta look up on how to remove these. I imagine you probably take a couple of these out and just push it out. We're gonna have to get another pin kit so we can pin that new integrated West pulley, going from a 12 to a 10. Clutch looks awesome. It's a triple disc. Got all the discs in there. Got one in there, one right there, one underneath. It looks good. When I pull heads off, if they have studs, I always pull the studs out before I pull the heads off. Because when you come out with a head, if you don't come out perfectly straight, you just end up gnawing those holes, and you have little aluminum shavings everywhere in your motor. So I just pull them out, just get rid of that whole thing anyways. Got a trunnion kit we're going to be putting in these guys. Get rid of the factory stuff. A little beefier bearings. Already got some chromollies push rods in here. 7.4s. Not sure what brand, but they look like they're chromoly. Man, those headers are nice. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I think tomorrow I'm going to come in and start cleaning up that engine and get it all nice and prepped. So we put new head gaskets in it after we put the Johnson lifters in there, put the new head gaskets on, pull down the heads, and start going the other way. And I've got to do ABS delete before I put the motor in. Just make it a lot easier, a lot more room. And ooh, that's a nice breeze. Nice. But anyways, all right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.